Hello everybody, welcome back to our Clangen series. The last time we left off, we had 3 cats dead. We had Guppy Dart, I meant Longpelt, that's Longpelt, not Guppy Dart. But Longpelt, Guppy Dart, and Gray Spirit all died last episode. And we read their vigils. So, okay, let's look at everyone in Star Clan. So, Poppy Star, their thing never changes, so. Longpelt is watching over a clan ceremony. Guppy Dart is sneezing on Stardust. Gray Spirit is hoping he will be remembered. And Slowpaw knows what Hazelkit's secret is and wants to tell some cat. Ooh. How's everyone doing? Streakstar wonders if StarClan has given Brunette Freckle any prophecies lately. Tiny Laurel is craving the taste of frog. Brunette Freckle had a nice chat with a kitty pet. Batflip is appalled at a clanmate blatantly lying. Conker is feeling nervous. Valley Tuft saw a two-leg petting a loner. Lake wishes her clanmates weren't so mouse-brained. Icepaw is giggling about clan drama with friends. Robin Jumble is eavesdropping on Conker. Hazelkit is hiding in the nursery. And Yellowkit was asked many times to please be quiet. You can Conker. See how everyone's doing. You guys don't dislike each other. You guys also don't really dislike each other all that much. You and Batflip. Okay. Now, patrol. Jeez. Not gonna be a lot. Let's go get herbs. In the leaf bare snow, the chances of finding any usable daisies seem slim. Brunette Freckle hesitates. Should he even try to look? Yep. Hey! It's miserable work, scraping away snowy pawful by awful cold pawful. However, Brunette Freckle manages to find a patch of wilted, soggy, but still green daisies to harvest leaves from. Since we don't... Normally, I would just send these two to go train, but since we don't have a lot of cats, I'm going to send all of them to go hunting. Icepaw catches the scent of a fox. Tracking it down, the cats spot a kit fox wandering through the grass, carrying a mouse in his jaws, and proceed. The patrol approaches the kit fox, who spots them and sets off at full speed. It's not worth following them, not over a single mouse. But they still got a very small amount of prey. Okay. Let's try to... I don't know why it says hostile. I don't think they're really hostile. Okay, and then we have... Let's see if they'll join, if we invite them in. Okay. And with the heightened focus of the clan, 9 additional pieces of prey were gathered. At the gathering, Streakstar starts with a sincere appeal to Scrub Clan, wishing for an end to hostilities. Scrub Clan's leader's speech is brief and muttered. Seems they were expecting a very different tone from Lilac Clan. And they have improved. Despite a long search, Lulu cannot be found by the clan. Batflip wakes up one day after moons of numbness and feels as though the world is less dull. Tiny Laurel will always feel his grief, but time has softened it, at least a little. Hazelkit is no longer in shock. Hazelkit no longer has a running nose. Oh no, and Yellowkit has gotten yellow cough. Okay. Streakstar is listening to stories about Slowpaw. Oh. Tiny Laurel is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Brunette Freckle is wondering what living with 2 legs must be like. Batflip almost choked on her prey. Conker is helping to reinforce the camp walls. Valley Tuft slipped on some ice hidden under the snow. Lake gives thanks to StarClan. Icepaw caught the biggest mouse ever, like seriously. Robin Jumble is laughing at a clanmate's joke, even though she didn't find it funny. Hazelkit is whining about having caught frostbite despite having just stepped outside. Yellowkit is also whining about having caught frostbite despite having just stepped outside. Let's see how you guys are doing. Longpelt wants to warn Robin Jumble. Guppy Dirt is wondering if Lake will go to StarClan or the Dark Forest. Oh, why? I don't think they're that mean. Grey Spear is judging a Codebreaker, and Slowpaw is relaxing in the sun. Let's see, Belly Duft. Yeah, let's see how your relationship is doing with cats in the clan. You don't conquer, don't really. You don't like Paw, and Ice Paw. You mediate, and then you and Batflip. No, that's Burnett Frickle. Oops, you do. Okay. Let's go patrolling. Burnett Frickle. Burnett Frickle pats a long mouth, open slightly as he scents for any traces of herbs. Oh, he can smell some raspberries nearby, but it seems like that they're just over the border. Proceed. He pats to the border and pauses for a heartbeat to scent the air. Small Clan's scent is very strong, but there's something else. Small Clan's medicine cat appears at that moment. They're walking toward the raspberries when they spot Burnett Freckle and wave their tail in greeting. They invite Burnett Freckle to gather some. As there's plenty, Burnett Freckle gratefully accepts. Okay, now since you two will be training now. The patrol wants to hold a training session for Icepaw. They decide to focus on how best to hide within the tall grass. Icepaw makes her way into the tall grass to try out the advice Lake has given her, but she goes crashing down into a hole where whatever lives there gives her a sharp bite. It seems the grass was hiding more than just cats. Icepaw limps back to camp. Oh no. And then you three do some hunting. Eyes glowing with the last rays of the sunset, the small hunting party heads out into the gathering dusk. It's the perfect time of day, the cats melting in and out of their territory's shadowy cover as their successes begin to pile up. At first, there's only a couple pieces of prey, then more and more and more, until finally Streakstar calls off the patrol, not because the prey has escaped them, but because they're going to have trouble carrying it all home. Okay, let me save real quick. Time skip. With the heightened focused 7 prey, Valley Tuft has also gotten Yellow Cough. Robin Jumble tells herself that she can't let these feelings consume her and said she has to learn to live with it. Hazelpaw hopes that Longpelt is watching from StarClan with pride as she's apprenticed to Tiny Laurel. As her mentor is about to be chosen, Yellowpaw interrupts and announces he wants to be mentored by Streakstar. His mentor to be Streakstar. He strides forward with confidence to touch noses with Streakstar when it's allowed. Okay, new apprentices. How's everyone doing? Streakstar is growing fond of Yellowkit, who's now Yellowpaw. Tiny Laurel can't stand this cold. Burnett Freckles saw some wandering tulips today. Batflip saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Conquer took a nap in the clearing and woke up under a blanket of snow. Valley Tuft is careful not to stand under branches with snow on them. Lake goes to help a kit that stumbled over their own paws. Icepaw is annoyed with her mentor. Hazelpaw hopes Robin Jumble is in a better mood today. Yellowpaw is in awe of Streakstar's leadership. Robin Jumble sits quietly, watching cats go about their day. Sorry, guys, that some mail was coming to to my house, so I had to pause. Longpelt is speaking with Grey Spirit about how the clan they founded has changed. Gubeater is watching over a clan ceremony. Grey Spirit is thinking about his life, and Slowpaw is listening intently to other Star Clan cat stories. Good. Now let's do this then. How are you doing with everyone else? You don't really like Robin Jumble that much, so. Oh, well, now romantically. Then let me. Freestar might get two mates at some point. Okay. At Freckle, we already have a lot of prey, so I'm not gonna make them go hunting. As the snows of Leaf Bear blow around camp, Brunette Freckles eyes his herb stores. He should still be able to dig up burdock. Brunette Freckle heads out to replenish the clan stock. Brunette Freckles' paw pads are nearly frozen, trying to dig up burdock in the cold, but he manages it, and it's worth all the effort and misery to know how crucial these fresh herbs could be for the clan. Oh yeah. Boop. Boop. Turning. Tiny Laura heads out for training with Hazelpaw, and notes with concern the apprentice is stiff and nervous following him. Surely her cathood can't be so far from Hazelpaw's memory. How in Star Clan's name could she ever feel stressed on a simple training patrol with her own parent? Trying not to let on how much care is going into choosing each Mew, Tiny Laurel starts up a series of quiet complaints, sharing with Hazelpaw like it's no big deal. No big thing. Tiny Laurel talks about how hard it is to feel so distant from the rest of Lilac Clan, how he's so glad he's got Hazelpaw, how he only wants to be seen as another cat trying his hardest, just like everyone else. Hazelpaw doesn't reply, but she does brush against Tiny Laurel, the touch of her pelt a massive comfort. No. Again, we don't have a lot of cats in this clan, so normally I would have switched up who her mentor is, but since, again, there's not a lot of cats. Shreestar wanders past an old badger set, overlooking a crook in a little river, then freezes. There's a new scent here, acid and sour. Acrid and sour. Shreestar decides there has to be a smarter way of figuring out if a badger has moved in, one that doesn't involve sticking his head in front of a predator. He leads the patrol on a search of the grass around the set until they come up upon some fresh badger poop. Stinky, horrible, and perfect proof of the new occupant of the set. Back to clan. Save. Skip. Hey! Valley Tough will always love Gubeater, but has decided to move on. Robin Jumble has gotten a running nose. Tiny Laurel will always love Longpelt, but has decided to move on. And Yellowpaw no longer has yellow cough. Yay! Okay, well, how's everyone feeling? Shreestar daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Tiny Laurel saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Brunette Freckle can't find Shreestar anywhere. Batflip enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Conquer is wondering if Stark Clan is watching over cats outside the clans. Valley Tough got startled by a squirrel. Lake wants to go on patrol with Icepaw. Icepaw is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Hazelpaw wants to train. Yellowpaw thinks that he's the fiercest fighter in the clan. And Robin Jumble is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Okay. Lake. How are you feeling with everyone in the clan? Oh, you and Conquer. Okay. How you feeling about, not too bad. You don't like Hazelpaw or Yellowpaw. But Yellowpaw also does not like you, so. How are my Star Clan cats doing? Longpelt watches Lilac Clan proudly. Scabbydar is disappointed in Hazelpaw. Grey Spirit is feeling happy. And Slowpaw is glad that elders don't get ticks in Star Clan. Okay, patrol time. Okay. Herb gathering. Brunette Freckle is on a mission to find lungwort now that New Leaf is here. As the only reliable cure for yellow cough, he's determined that Lilac Clan replenishes their stock of it. It takes them all day, but finally Brunette Freckle spots the speckled leaves he's been looking for, so crucial to replenishing the clan's stores after the long leave bear. For just a moment, he feels the weight of his responsibilities lift, the strength of that relief catching him off guard. Okay. And Tiny Laurel. Training. Hazelpaw isn't acting like her usual self. Tiny Laurel guides Hazelpaw to sit, gently asking what's wrong. Hazelpaw, cuddled close to Tiny Laurel's side, whispers that she feels like a failure and that she's not doing well enough. Tiny Laurel gently tugs her close, murmuring that Hazelpaw's more than her failures. Failure hurts, yes, but with it comes a chance to learn. All she can do is try not to make the same mistake twice. And then you three can also train. 3-star suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice new fighting techniques, particularly with Yellowpaw here to learn from them. Lake takes charge and coordinates exercises for the training patrol. Soon cats are practicing trips, twists, and tumbles. Okay. And then one more. We'll do one more time skip. Valley Tough's yellow cough is gone, and Icepaw's bite wound has healed. That was everyone doing. Oops, that's not what I meant. Shriekster saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. Tiny Laurel pretends to be busy. Brunette Freckle is thinking about a strange two-leg object he saw recently. Batflip is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back to her nest. Conker pulls pranks and blames it on the apprentices. Valley Tuft is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Lake prays to Star Clan that next season will be a good one. Icepaw thought she saw a cat, but turns out it's a two-leg object that looks like one. Sorry for that. Okay. But it turns out it's a two-leg object that just looks like one. Hazelpaw wants Shrikstar to notice her. Yellowpaw thinks he's the best hunter in the clan, and Robin Jumble enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. A Batflip. Lake. I think that... No, here. You and Conquer. There we go. Again, Streakstar and Batflip. Mediate. Okay. How are my Star Clan cats doing? Longpelt is reminiscing with Slowpaw about how Lilac Clan came to be. Gubbyder is curious about what Streakstar is doing. Grey Spirit's thinking of advice to give to a medicine cat. Slowpaw is relaxing in the sun. Some patrols. Brunette Freckle. As the poppy starts to bloom and set seeds in New Leaf, Brunette Freckle jumps at the opportunity. The red poppy flowers are pretty, but it's the dried husk-like flower heads that contain the poppy seeds Brunette Freckle wants, and he takes as many as he can. I suppose it's good. Okay. I think I think we're good on... Okay, I'm gonna let you guys take your apprentices. Out on a border patrol. The patrol comes across a small dog right on the border of Lilac Clan territory. I got a torn pelt. The dog gets a lucky hit in on Lake, though together the patrol is still able to drive it off successfully. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.